Hello everyone, welcome back to Spain. Today we're taking on Real Sociedad in La Liga action. 3 points on the line. Let's have a look at the lineup for today. It's pretty much the lineup that you would expect. The only real change is Willian Arau coming in for Galoppo in defensive midfield. Galoppo not in any kind of form, and also he's really suffering for stamina. The only other concern we have is up front, where Marcus Berg is not looking his best. But if you look at Longo's form and stamina, you can see that he has really fallen off of a cliff as well. So we might play around a little bit with the front three as the game progresses. There is the potential to move Momo into the starting 11, put Victor Melejo central, and give Berg a rest. But we're going to start with Marcus Berg. He's sat out the last few Europa League matches as a result of Longo's excellent form, and there really is suddenly competition for that number 9 shirt at the point of the attack. Everyone else fairly settled in the team. Again, not the biggest squad in the world, so we were always going to struggle for competition for places. Although I do feel like there is at least one other player for every position. It's just that it's a little bit more of a case of a small squad where players are competing for maybe one or two different places on the pitch. We are blessed with players who can play in a multitude of positions, which can be a little bit of a hindrance for some players' careers, but in this team and with this squad, it's actually a massive strength for those involved. So here we are, we're playing at Sociedad, and we are in our away kit, all green today. And Sociedad start off, and Victor Melejo immediately gives away a free kick. He can't help himself. To be fair, I thought for a second he might actually win the ball. He doesn't really even make contact. I think there's that's really an issue for the collision detection. I won't keep going on about fouls that we've conceded in this game, because some of them I think have been absolutely laughable. But we have actually been fairly fortunate at the same time with a few. So swings and roundabouts. Oh, Bakker! And he's put it wide. And immediately Sociedad with the first chance of the game. And it came seemingly from nothing. A lobbed ball over the top. Bakker didn't give up on the run. Hummels stopped to try to head it away, but he didn't have the height or the spring to get onto it. And Bakker will count himself unfortunate not to have converted that chance, as Danny Jimenez restarts with a ball out to the right-hand side with Larola, who is getting a run of games thanks to the injury to Arbia. Good play at the back there, spread from left to right by Deport. Ah, no, Morales probably should... Oh, that's a lovely foot on the ball there. João Moutinho through the middle into Morales. Back into Berg. Oh, he's put it in the back of the net. It's the first goal of the game. It goes against the run of play. And Marcus Berg, after being forced out of the team by the good form of Longo, has shown some good form of his own. And what a brilliant piece of play. A 1-2 which took some time to really develop, but when it did, Berg was exactly where he needed to be. His touch took the ball away from the opposition player, opened up the goal, and he slotted it in the corner of the net past the despairing keeper. 1-0 to Deportivo here. And the foot of the midfielder, who I'm afraid I wasn't paying enough attention to remember. Oh dear, straight away they're up at the other end. And Willian Arau has maybe played us into trouble here, and it's a foul on the edge of the area. This could be trouble for us. We've seen quite a few free kicks fly in from this kind of range, most of them coming off of the foot of Victor Melejo. We haven't conceded as many against teams this year. But we are opening ourselves up to trouble here, and that all comes from the fact that I had already decided where to pass the ball before I really was certain that the player in control, in this case Willian Arau, had control of that ball. And yeah, I should have super cancelled and just played it back to the goalkeeper. So Nolito over the ball, he's a good striker of the ball. Well, that's an interesting free kick. They were looking for the header. I thought that really from that kind of range they should have gone for the shot. I'm very happy that they didn't. Don't get me wrong. Danny Jimenez restarts with the ball out to the right hand side to Lirola. Dinks it over the top for Shibazaki. It's a cheeky ball, but it works. Moutinho now. Over the top for Morales. He's got the pace to get onto it, except that the defender gets ahead to it and puts it out for a corner. And Deportivo are not brilliant with corners, so this might as well just be their ball. And Arau will probably get to this first, and he does. And we've got a chance here if he can find a decent cross into the box. Maleo underneath. Can't get to it. And eventually they get out, and there's a man free. It's Bakker. He's free of the defenders. He's got one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and somehow he's missed another sitter. Incredibly lucky. Rene lost his man, really. That was his responsibility to stick with the centre forward. And we've got exceptionally lucky there. We shouldn't be committing men forward. Maybe with the lead, I should be telling the players actually to commit less men forward when it comes to the corner. Lirola gets the ball, plays it into Hummels. It's played across to Javi Montero. We've started to hunt us down a little bit here, but that's a decent ball by Willian Arau. Out to Rene, plays it inside to Morales. He's got a runner inside in Moutinho. Good ball out to Rene. Back to Moutinho. Morales. Rene. Cross into the box. Doesn't trouble the defence. Moutinho takes a crack. Punched out by the goalkeeper. Shibazaki. Oh my word. Should fall to Malejo, who plays it back to Hummels. Sensible play. And that pass has not worked out for us this time, but it looks like Lirola will retrieve the ball. And he does. Oh dear. Hummels has got a choice to make here. Does he go with the man? Works out for us, but they could have had us if they'd just been more situationally aware. Moutinho, not very good with the head, but it doesn't really matter. It works out for us in the end. Here's Malejo, plays it back to Lirola, back into Malejo. João Moutinho. Going to be played out. No, actually, we might keep this in, and we do. Rene into Malejo, back to Rene. Manages to get the ball off the defender. It's going to be a corner kick again, and let's try for a dash to the near post here. No, they had it covered. Ramos with the awareness. Oh dear, Bakker's beaten us again. Montero's going to do his best, and it's a brilliant tackle by Montero. We get away with it, but we're being found out at the back by Bakker. Wouldn't surprise me if we were made to pay in the not too near distant future, sorry. Referee gives a foul for that sliding tackle. Can't blame him. And before we are found out, what I'm going to do is just going to make the decision to, first of all, drop the defensive line just a couple of steps. Going to tell us to go all out defence, and we'll keep with aggressive, but I just want more players behind the ball as soon as we lose it. As far as attacking instructions are concerned, we do have attacking fullbacks on, and I'm actually going to make the decision to turn them off at this point. Save the stamina of our fullbacks, but also give us a few more men back when we need them. That's good from Alejo. Brilliant hustle. Plays it back to Shibazaki, who moves it inside for a route. Now João Moutinho, he's got men in front of him. Finds Morales. And it's another corner kick. Backer plays it all the way back. They'll be looking for that long ball over the top, no doubt. No, they've decided to play it out instead. Interesting. That's nice. Coutinho showing some good strength here to hold on to the ball despite the man giving him close attention. Morales, oh, nearly. And there's the half-time whistle. A good first half performance by the away side. Unusual for Deportivo to get anywhere near that kind of performance away from home. We go into the break at half-time, 1-0 to the good, and having had a majority of possession. Obviously, Sociedad looking to hit us on the break there. Hopefully the changes made in tactics will negate some of their attacking intent. And, well, I was talking about switching up the front three. It doesn't look like it's required. Berg on form and on target. Beginning of the second half here. Willian Arrau immediately with the ball, plays it out to the left-hand side. And here's Rene attacking, even with the attacking fullback's instruction cancelled. He has that attacking intent. Shibazaki on Lucas Lima. Berg doing his bit as well. Shifted out the other direction. Long ball forward. Shibazaki underneath it. Can't win the header. Bruno picks it up. Plays it forward into Nolito. That's good from Shibazaki. Played out to Rene, who has space to run into on this left-hand side. Oh dear, that's an awful pass. And Montero could be caught out here. Rene's going to have to do his bit to get back into contention. Oh, that's great from Lirola. Read it perfectly, and he needed to. Berg over the top for Morales. He's in space here. He just can't pull off that trick and keep hold of possession, but Montero ends up with the ball back. Arrau. João Moutinho doing a really good job of holding on to the ball. He had no right to get the pass away even there. Rene. Moutinho. Through ball to Morales. He's got options in the middle. Low pass. Berg. 2-0. An incisive attacking move by Deportivo. They've doubled their lead, and their number 9 has doubled his tally. Moutinho really starting to come into his own in this team now. Really was the impetus for that attack. Playing the through ball into Morales, who looked up after the first touch, saw the man at the near post, played it in, and it wasn't the cleanest finish in the world. But I don't think that you'll find Marcus Berg complaining. It's 2-0. Lucas Lima down the left-hand side for Sociedad. Plays it inside to Ristovski. Backer gets a ball through, but Rene sees it and picks it out and manages to defuse the situation. And this is lovely to see. Deportivo are just playing it around the back. They're toying with the opposition here. Oh, what a ball from Rene. It's just gone out. Or was it offside, in fact? It was offside. It was a lovely first-time ball down the line by Rene. Cocky, I think, is the word I would use to describe that. As Decore stands over the free kick and flights it into the centre. Shibazaki fights for it in the air, wins the ball, but it falls to a player of the opposition, Lucas Lima. Rene wins that tackle. He's not going to give up today. Malejo gets on the ball. Oh, that's a foul. They're going to play the advantage. Larola, cross into the box. Berg near post. Oh, he very nearly got it. The goalkeeper pulls off an excellent save to deny him the hat-trick. 71 minutes gone. First change of the game made. And it looks as though immediately there will be a riposte from the opposition. Or will there? I'm not actually sure I want to make any changes. Everyone's been playing very, very well. Berg is on his hat-trick. I don't want to deny him the chance. So we'll carry on as we are. If Berg does get the hat-trick, I'll bring him off immediately. But he deserves the chance. Decore. Morales doing a good job of chasing it down, as is Berg. Just cutting out the passing options here. Moutinho backing them up as well. This is lovely to see. Oh, and Berg has managed to get a foot onto it. He can't keep hold of the ball, though. And that's a shame. All of that hard defensive work done by the strikers goes without reward in the end. Here's Malejo. That's not Malejo, but I had him in mind. He just plays it out. Trying to do too much by himself, perhaps. Oh, Rene doesn't care. He just takes the ball right off of his man. Moutinho does a shift in defence and we manage to get away with it. The ball immediately flung out. Berg heads it over to Morales, who somehow manages to find a pass, but it's a little bit on the poor side, and in the end Sociedad get the ball back and they're in possession in their own half. 84 minutes gone. Going to make some changes now, although I don't think that they're necessarily going to actually stick. So Momo will come on, for Berg, despite what I said earlier. He does need the rest, really. Rene is on his last legs, so Le Goff will come on. That will actually be a defensive improvement. And João Moutinho, who for me has had an excellent performance. He won't get man of the match because Berg has scored 2 goals this game, but he comes off for Jonjo Shelvey. It's not such a bad bench to have, really, when things are going for you. Here's Berg. He could still get his hat-trick, you know. Shibazaki into Malejo. Back to Shibazaki again. Malejo. Crossed into the box. Berg underneath. And there's been a foul. And it's going in favour of Deportivo. This will mean that the changes will now be made. Berg will not get his hat-trick today. But don't take away from the performance that he's put in here. He's been excellent. Yeah, it's a sliding challenge into a player that no longer has the ball at his feet. It is a foul. Let's just sling one in low, see if we can just unsettle them. No, we can't. Never mind. I'm not going to commit Hummels to chasing that one down because he'll never win that race. Here's Bakker. Montero with him. Nolito. Shelvey. Ball out to Morales. Dinked over to Shelvey. Shibazaki might get onto this one in time. He does. And there's the final whistle. 2-0 to Deportivo. An impressive performance by the away side. 3 valuable points in the bag for this team that have really struggled to cement a place anywhere above mid-table. Sociedad will be very disappointed with their performance, but the manager of the blue and whites from Valencia, what am I talking about? The manager of the blue and whites from La Coruna will be very, very happy indeed. Sociedad with a little bit more possession in that second half, but I don't think they had a single shot in that half. The tactical tweaks really working a treat for us. Bacca didn't get a look in after we dropped that defensive line just slightly and employed a more cohesive defensive tactic. Everyone getting behind the ball when we lost it. 2-0, a decent performance. Very, very happy with what I've seen today. And this bodes well for tomorrow's match. It's the first leg of the Europa League against Chelsea, where we will more than likely get an absolute trouncing. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.